2, 1. And just like that, we are back. Another episode of the Beerly Hoops podcast of the Beerly Sports Network. I'm Trev Scott, per usual, joined with YOTB Dort, as always. I'm a little sick today, so y'all might have to bear with me. My voice sounds a little different, but I'm here. I wouldn't miss a week. Beerly fam, I'm here regardless. I'm here till I die. And even if I'm dead, you're going to have to show me that I'm not recording from the coffin. So It's the year of the beer. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Dort, how you doing, man? How's life been treating you lately?
I feel like a dick making you intro it. Now that I think about it, the voice.
Yeah, I was like, this man gonna offer it? I gotta be like, and just like that. Try not to choke. It's all good.
Do I hit it for the fans?
Hit it, bro. Hit it real quick.
And just like that, we're back with another episode of the Beerly Hoops podcast.
Who did it better?
I feel like I did a good job.
That was clean.
Doing good. Just want to give a RIP to Caleb Swanigan. Crazy, man. The world we live in. I feel like every week someone goes. But yeah, big RIP. Mental health's important. You guys know my DMs are always open. I talk to you guys through there a lot. Through mental health, we've all had our own struggles. So I bet Trev, if you hit Beerly Hoops and you're like, yo, going through it, Trev will hit you back.
I'll try. Those DMs get flooded, though. Like, I just saw the other day, I was like, somebody was reaching out to me about something. Like, they listened to the episode, and I respond to all those DMs. And I didn't see it till like 3 days later. I was like, yo, I appreciate you reaching out. I'm sorry I didn't see this. But yeah, I got a lot of good memories attached to Caleb Swanigan. It was back in one of the March Madnesses when I was at FGCU, and we took that very seriously. Myself, Carrie of Beerly Football, Zach of Beerly Football, and then Zach's brother. We were all roommates. We watched almost every game together, and Zach was a huge Purdue fan where Caleb Swanigan was at. So I remember watching him play. I remember watching him feast, play very well. Very unfortunate. Hope his family's doing all right. But yeah, that's all I got for that. Mental health, like you said, very important. But speaking of Beerly Football, weekly episodes coming back on July 19th, so football fans definitely jump over there. That should be your one and only home for the NFL season this season. All the coverage, keep you up to date. Fantasy football. Gonna have a few leagues over there this year, fantasy football leagues. We had a very productive meeting last night with football, and I'm very excited for the Beerly Football regular season as well as the Beerly Hoops off season. So definitely follow us all on Twitter: Beerly Football, Beerly Baseball, Beerly Hoops, Beerly Hockey, Beerly Sports, and Instagram will be revamped soon.
And Beerly Baseball.
There it is, every week.
That's a fact.
It is officially season 2. Last week was our season 1 finale. We had a fun giveaway. Shout out to Drew winning our giveaway. You called it. He already did have a PG jersey, so he's going with a Milwaukee Bucks Giannis Antetokounmpo cream City Edition jersey. Beautiful jersey. But yeah, it's officially season 2. We're starting off to kick off the off season with the NBA draft content. I'm very excited for that. We got a fun episode. Why don't you tell them what the feature segment is and what we've done in preparation for it?
Let me get my plugs in first, bro. Don't sleep on me. Every week, I get the disrespect from Trev. I feel
like I cover everything, but I always forget TikTok, so let him know.
You forget TikTok? We're booming on there. We're almost at 1,000 likes. Thank you guys for the support lately. We've been posting our podcast clips on there. Shout out to Discord, man. We've been getting really active this week. I'm loving it. I'm loving going through and reading about sports every day, talking to you guys about sports every day. And speaking about reading about sports, BeerlySports.com. We got all our sports articles on there. Be sure to see a lot from me this week because I'm on vacation, and nothing like sitting back on an island writing a sports article. So
he's an island boy.
But this week, man, we got our NBA mock draft. We're going to be working on that. We're going to be back and forth. I got the evens. Trev has the odds. We all have our big board. Trev's has 35 players. I have 37 because I just love going above and beyond for you guys.
Beyond, right?
I just love doing my thing. But now we got our mock draft. If you're watching on YouTube, the board's going to be updated live. You see the little Photoshop. Hi, YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Did I forget anything?
No, but I do want to shout out to one of our new fans, Elliot Kern, the Young Buck Pod on Twitter. He reached out over the weekend, said he listened to us for the very first time. He likes us a lot, and he's looking for it because we teased our top 15 players of all time. He said he wants to hear that ASAP. So maybe we could get into that next week, 2 weeks from now. Okay. We'll see, but coming soon. Shout out to Elliot. But yeah, that's all I got. Let's get into this mock draft. I'm very excited for it.
Before we get into the mock draft, I texted you. I'm gonna change up tweets of the week a little bit.
True. Let's get into that.
I feel like this is a shit thing to do after talking about mental health, but as Beerly, we thrive off negativity. So the good tweets are always good, but I feel like the bad tweets are always better, you know? So fuck the good tweets. We're only highlighting bad tweets this week.
How many we got?
We got 2. Is it okay? 2 bad tweets, you know? Boom Shaka Maui. He said a pretty long paragraph. But the part I wanted to highlight was calling Curry a point guard is like calling Duncan a power forward when Curry the 2 and Tim the 5.
What?
Calling Curry a point guard is like calling Tim Duncan a power forward when Curry plays the 2 and Tim Duncan plays the 5.
Nah. I mean, Duncan had a lot more. I mean, Duncan actually had some years where he was probably the 5, but Duncan is a power forward, and Curry is a point guard, which I can't talk too much shit because this guy was chatting up with me in the DMs. He said he checked out the show. He also talked shit about you. He said, I listened to your last show. Are you the Curry top 5 all-time guy that I'm talking to, or are you the reasonable one? I said I'm the reasonable one. So
wow, yeah. See, nah, I'm not reasonable. Suck my dick.
So the hate goes both ways between you guys.
That's how it goes, you know, and it's fine. I mean, like, you can still listen to the podcast. There's no beef between us. But when I see a bad tweet, I gotta highlight a bad tweet, you know.
And I know he's gonna be listening to this show. So my boy, what was it? Boom Shaka Maui. Yeah, leave us a review, man. Seriously, I know you're listening to this. We're talking to you and only you. Leave us a review right now. Let us know what you think, man.
I did. I would check the review. I check the reviews every night and every morning before the pod, and it's just, nothing changes, you guys. So like, step it up.
I'm not still listening. I don't. But yeah, what's the next tweet of the week? Or
bro, this is one of our favorite followers. I don't know if he's on the pod. But legit, like, he's always in our comments. He's always on it. And answer the poll. How hard is it to answer? Tweeted.
He's a G. I don't agree with him about a lot. We do interact with each other a lot, but we think very differently.
Coke Anthony isn't good, and people need to realize
Coke Anthony.
There, I said it.
Nah. But, you know, I was surprised. I wanted to do, like, a backcourt tweet, and then I was putting players together for a Build Your Backcourt for next year. And I was, like, looking at Cole Anthony and KPJ and how similar they were. And I was like, yo, I need to know this, which it didn't bang, but, like, it was a very interactive tweet. You know, it's crazy. That's one of those tweets where everybody's like, Cole Anthony, don't be stupid, or it's not that hard, it's Cole Anthony. And then the other half is saying it's not that hard, it's KPJ. Like, no question. I'm like, those are my favorite ones, though.
You should have tweeted who's the better role player, Cole Anthony or KPJ, to piss people off.
Cole Anthony's not a role player, so. That's my dog. No, we talk about Cole Anthony. That means this episode is going to do horrible. 5 views on the way, bro. 3 views. Me, you, and Boom Shaka Maui.
People like the mock drafts, man. So we could get it started, man. Trevor's picking odds. I'm picking evens. I had to get my Thunder picks in. So, who's off the board first, and why is it Jabari Smith?
Jabari Smith is not number 1 in my my big board, which, I mean, I doubt he's number 1 on yours either. But I think the Orlando Magic are going to Orlando Magic, and I don't think there's a bad pick in the top 4 between.
Wait. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but
no, it's all good.
I want this, and let me know if you agree. I want it to be like, if you were in the front office, what your pick would be, not what you think they're gonna do.
Oh, okay.
Because the projection, like, we're not like insiders, you know. Mm-hmm. We could do what all the tweets are saying and have a boring mock draft, or we could do, I'm Trev Scott, I run the Orlando Magic, I'm taking EJ Liddell with the number 1 pick.
Bro, I have an Orlando Magic shirt somewhere. I should have wore it. I think I wore it on one of our YouTube live streams. Shout out to the YouTube. Follow us on YouTube, Beerly Sports.
Tomorrow.
Shameless plug.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll wear it tomorrow. I'll wear it tomorrow. I'll wear the exact same fit. I'll wear that yellow beanie I wore with it too. Maybe I'll wear a different beanie.
We'll see. This beanie.
All right, so I'm the Orlando Magic. It's simple. It's Chat. It's Chat Holmgren for me.
Chat Holmgren. Okay.
What do you think about that?
I like it, and I mean, I like it as a Beerly Hoops fan because Chet's the best player in this draft.
I agree. Yeah, he's number one on my big board. If I was doing a mock as what I think the other teams are going to do, or what teams are going to do, I think Orlando's going to take Jabari Smith. And I don't think that's a bad pick. I think depending on how the team that drafts him, which is probably going to be Orlando, uses him, I think he could thrive in like a Chris Bosh role, just have him from mid-range in, occasionally shooting corner threes. And I mean, he's got size and he's young, but going to a better developing team, because I think the Magic are one of the worst teams at developing young talent in the NBA. But if he could go to a better team with a better fit, better progression, I think he could be a project player and work on his shooting, his ball handling, and be something like a Michael Porter Jr., which would be obviously a lot more difficult to create and to mold, and it would take more time. But I mean, at the same time, he's a top 4 pick. So, like at very worst, he's a top 4 pick. So
I've seen too much Chat hate lately. People just don't like the game. I love Chet's game. I think he's gonna fit, and I like him in Orlando. I mean, if you got guards like Markelle, Suggs, Cole Anthony, all who give him the ball, and make his life.
Suggs and Chet played together too.
Yeah. That's what one of my homies told me. He's like, Jalen Suggs is in Orlando's ear to draft Chet. And I was like, what the fuck is Jalen Suggs to be in a fucking organization?
Yeah. Ear? Also, nobody's going to listen to Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, no one's like, oh, wait, Suggs wants... Oh, we can't lose Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think they're going to take Jabari Smith, but if it's me, you got to take Chet first overall. And we could lock it in. Chet Holmgren, number 1 overall, Orlando Magic. Let's talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder, our resident Thunder fan.
To me, this player is clearly the second player in the class. I just think his game is the most interesting, and the Thunder have a lot of players where their games aren't. They're not textbook players, Like there's like a lot of different players on the Thunder. So I'm gonna take Paolo Banchero with the second pick.
Okay.
It's obviously between him and Jabari, but Paolo I like a little bit more because his game is so unique. I feel like players like that, like that's how you become like a top tier talent in the NBA,
Right. And I think, I mean, a majority of people have him going 3rd overall to Houston.
Yo, Beerly fam, right here. We kind of cut out a little bit, but we fixed it. We're back. You're just gonna miss. I think Jaden Ivey was a pick you missed. At number 4. So just be ready on that. Sorry about the inconvenience. You know what I'm trying to say. He has a big frame.
What? Is my camera not working?
Nah.
Who do we got at 5?
5's gonna be the Pistons.
Do you know their status on trading Jeremy Grant as of late?
I know they want to, but I just don't know where he'd go. Like, where's the fit?
I got a lot of guys that I like here if Jaden Ivey's off the board. Jaden Ivey's my first pick here if I'm the Pistons, but if he's not here, I kind of want to go away from Keegan Murray, who's actually my 5th player on my big board. 3 guys I'd consider here is Dyson Daniels, combo guard in the G League, Benedict Mathurin, shooting guard out of Arizona, and then Shaedon Sharpe from Kentucky. I have comparisons for all of them. Dyson Daniels, I'm going to narrow it down to those 3 guys, although Keegan Murray's 5th on my big board. Dyson Daniels working on his defense, I think he'd be like a Malcolm Brogdon type of player. Benedict Mathurin, another Canadian, so naturally I compared him to RJ Barrett. And then Shaedon Sharpe, I think he's Tyrese Maxey-ish. So, this is tough. Who do you have ranked highest between Daniels, Mathurin, and Sharp?
Mathurin. Actually,
I don't like Sharp fifth overall. So I guess I would have to go between Dyson Daniels and Benedict Mathurin. I think he averaged like either 14 or 16 at Arizona. Give me Mathurin at 5.
Mathurin at 5. Okay, I like that pick.
RJ Barrett.
I feel like he's kind of. I feel like Mathurin's kind of going. I don't want to say under the radar because everyone knows who he is, but I feel like he's so locked in as like, oh, he's going to the Pelicans or he's going to the Blazers. I think at 5, I like him a lot.
So I got him 7th on my big board, but taking at 5, I'm not mad at it.
I got him at 5. So I mean, my top 5 players have all gone top 5 in order too. Or no, never mind. At 6, I think I'm gonna take my 6th player. I like his fit. In Indiana, next to Tyrese Halliburton, another good guard. Give me Shaedon Sharpe here.
We're back. You know what the problem was, bro?
What?
I restarted everything, and then the OBS logo started coming up. I'm like, why is that happening, bro? I didn't have my webcam plugged in.
that makes
sense. Sickness is eating away at my brain, bro. But I'm back. If you're watching us on YouTube, I'm back. I'm here. Did you take somebody at 6, Indiana? Shaedon Sharpe?
Yeah, I took Shaedon Sharpe. And if you're watching on YouTube, the usual backdrop won't be there just because that's going to be a bitch to edit with the camera cutting in and out. But shout out you guys watching on YouTube. You guys just get to see the Discord today. Where the fuck is... Okay, I'll fix that later. What the fuck? Hold up. I fucked up the graph.
I'm on 7, and I got the Portland Trailblazers, who I would have loved to put a guard here next to Dame. One of these Dyson Daniels, Benedict Mathurin, Shaedon Sharpe. But with Mathurin and Sharpe off the board, and Anthony Simons likely starting at the other guard spot next to Dame, give me Keegan Murray here, a guy that in very earliest 2, but probably 3, 4, 5 years from now, we might see in a spicy P, Pascal Siakam kind of role, kind of player. I don't think he's going to be like that right away, and I hope Dame is not there 3 or 4 years from now. But if Keegan Murray is sitting at 7, I mean, I think there's no way you don't take him. He's also one of my favorite players in this draft. He's fallen a little bit over the last couple of weeks, but he's still one of my favorite players in the draft. So I'm going to lock in Keegan Murray, forward out of Iowa, to the Portland Trailblazers at 7.
Yeah, I feel like when the lottery happened, everyone kind of said Keegan Murray's going to go to the Pistons, and now dropping a 7 is kind of a drop. For Shaedon Sharpe, my comparison for him was young D Wade. What do you think about that? Thoughts?
How young are we talking?
Like Rook, like shot blocking as a guard, defensive presence.
I have 2 players in this draft that I compare to Tyrese Maxey. One of them, I think, is 17th on my big board, and he compares a lot more. Sneak peek is Ty Washington. But Shaedon Sharpe is another guy who I think is a little Tyrese Maxey-ish. And now that you say it, I think Tyrese Maxey kind of gives flashes of young D-Wade. So I can connect the dots. I know that's kind of crazy, like my Andrew Wiggins Kobe thing last week, but
kind of crazy. You know, it happens.
I just said flashes. That's all. And flashes is his nickname. Yeah. Come on. Don't hate the player.
Don't hate the player. Hate the game. At 8, I got 2 guys.
There's a right answer here. There's a right answer and a wrong answer, in my opinion.
I don't know what the fuck the right answer would be. I think you like Dyson Daniels here.
Mm-hmm. Right. That would be my right answer.
I'm not too big of a fan of Dyson Daniels.
Why?
I feel like once he gets to the NBA, it's going to be a tough thing where is like it depends on the organization he goes to. Like I don't know if he's a 1 or a 2 or a 3. He's obviously big. Pause. But I think he needs the ball in his hands a lot. I'm not too big of a fan of him. I have him at 15th on my big board.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd say 14, 15 would be where I'd put him. But that's just me. It's my organization. You know, fuck what the other people are talking about. I like Tari Eason here. Just because I think he fits Pelicans culture, like Herb Jones, Alvarado, just young defensive player. Like that's a Pelicans pick. I like Johnny Davis here because I feel like they need a scorer.
I like Johnny Davis.
I like Jalen Williams too.
My Johnny Davis comp is actually like 0.75, 0.7 of Brandon Ingram. So maybe like eventually like a 18.55 season or something like that, which obviously Brandon Ingram's going to do better than that. But
I feel like Davis could be a good defensive and offensive point guard. Like I could see him going into that role. But I'm gonna reach here. I think I'd want to see Jalen Williams next to Zion. Santa Clara, Jalen Williams, heavy reach. Fuck it.
I would have took Dyson Daniels here. I feel like they need that some scoring.
Where do you have Jalen Williams on your board? Because I feel like
Jalen Williams. Shit, 16th on my big board.
I reached for my board. I had him at 12, but I really like this fit.
He was one of the players that kind of fell the more I read about him, read about other players. I know my 11 you have a lot higher probably, but okay, so who are we locking in at 8?
I locked in Jalen Williams at 8.
Okay. Number 9, San Antonio Spurs. I feel like there's a right answer here, and that's a freshman center out of Memphis, Jalen Duren. When we did our lottery mock drafts on YouTube, that was the pick I gave to the San Antonio Spurs, and I'm going to keep it. I'm going to lock it in again. I feel like he's a perfect player for Pop. He's young. Didn't show great flashes of scoring at Memphis, but that was a bad year at Memphis. First-year head coach, a lot of freshman talent, a lot of just running. But I think, give him some structure, especially no place better than the San Antonio Spurs, and especially being a big, great spot for him. I'm going to lock that in. Jalen Duren, San Antonio Spurs.
Okay, I like what you did here because this put my dream fit for Johnny Davis was the Wizards, and that's right where he's going to go. I think Johnny Davis on the Wizards would be nice right next to Bradley Beal if they keep him. What do you think about Johnny Davis on the Wizards?
I like Johnny Davis. One of my favorite players in the draft, honestly. I think he has great scoring potential. Gives a little bit of Brandon Ingram, a little bit of Kyle Anderson. But, he's young. I think he's a sophomore. So, you never really know with guys like this. But he can prove he can score. He can get to a spot on the floor. He can score from multiple levels. I like that pick, and I like him in Washington too. I'm a John Wall hater, so I never really liked the Wizards, but now they got Kuz. I'm a big Rui fan. I love Bradley Beal, and I like Johnny Davis. So this is a cool team to put them on. So I don't hate it. What do they have? 10th. So now we're going to 11. The New York Knicks, with Dyson Daniels still on the board.
That's a good spot for him. I think that's a good fit for him. Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's going to be a quickly big, what do you call that? Explosion year? Pause. Like a big year for Emmanuel Quickly, and then obviously teams centered around RJ Barrett. It's the New York Knicks. Dyson Daniels.
I can see them taking Dyson Daniels is probably the biggest name left, and I could see the Knicks doing that. Fuck, dude, Twitter's gonna dick on me for that Jalen Williams pick.
Yeah, as they should.
You gotta watch his tape.
This is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like these last 3 picks were kind of easy. With the Thunder pick though, I'm kind of gonna fuck the Hornets right here. As much as I love Tari Eason and I love him on the Thunder, I think our weak position is big. We take Paolo, we might as well take his teammate Mark Williams.
Okay, that's fair. Mark is.
If the Thunder could walk out of the draft with Paolo and Mark Williams, I would cry.
Mark Williams' NBA comp for me was Mitchell Robinson, and that would be the Thunder don't really need a lot of scoring. If Mark Williams, you think he would come off the bench for at least most of his rookie year?
I got him compared to Robert Williams, which is similar, but I think it would be Giddey, Shea, Dort, Paolo, Mark Williams. That would be my 5, and that's a nice 5.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we could get
he's young and raw,
Wiseman.
Yeah,
that's a summer league lineup, dude. We'd run that shit.
Mm-hmm. So that's a fun young team. OKC, I'd like to see them win at least 35 games this year. I hope they do.
I can't wait to watch the draft tomorrow with Beerly fam, dude. Like, I'm so excited. There's no way the Thunder fuck this up, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
I hope that clip doesn't bite me in the ass.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you said that. So now when they do, we can talk about it. Charlotte Hornets at 13. Charlotte Hornets.
I kind of fucked them with Mark Williams.
Right. That's a good pick here. Jalen Duren already off the board.
You're in a shitty spot.
I am, because I have a lot of guards right here, and that's not what I want to give the Let me compare 2 guys real fast.
What are these picks right here?
Because Tari Eason might be a cool pick here, but I'm not a big Tari Eason fan. Give me. This is tough. I don't like saying this out loud. Give me Jeremy Sochan from Baylor.
I don't like him.
Me neither.
Good. I'm glad we're in agreement. Me and Discord discussed it yesterday because I asked him what like your most underrated prospect is, and someone said Sohan, and I was like, "How, dude? He's the most overrated by far."
Yeah, he didn't have great numbers at Baylor, but a very raw prospect, and he's young, and I think that's what's going on in Charlotte, and I think they want a big. I could see them trading back draft night. Charlotte Hornets, if they trade back draft night, I called it first, especially with Mark Williams and Jalen Duren off the board. They could use a center that can, score double digits every night. Tari Eason might be a better pick here, but looking at potential, looking at everything surrounding the Charlotte Hornets, I think I'll go with Jeremy Sochan, even though I don't like it.
Well, you got a chance to pick Tari Eason again, because with this pick, I'm going to take a guy who could come off the bench and score.
What team is this? Cleveland?
Cleveland
at 14, the last lottery pick.
I know
who you're going to take.
I want you to guess in a second. I didn't have this comp, but as we were, drafting, I was kind of thinking, this guy would fit here. I know he's still going to be here. He kind of reminds me of, Brooklyn Karis LeVert. Who would you think?
Are you talking about AJ Griffin?
No.
Are you talking about Malachi Branham?
No, but that's also a good pick.
Are you talking about Dalen Terry?
No, I took Blake Wesley from Notre Dame.
Blake Wesley. What number is he on your big board?
14. I think I had him I had him above Dyson Daniels. I think Dyson Daniels is better, though. I think that was
We've had 2. Now we've had 2 that are very different. Ours have been pretty close by, but I have Blake Wesley at 23. I gave his NBA comp like a prime Will Barton, prime Malik Beasley kind of deal.
Yeah, and I think we see the same things. I feel like with a player like Wesley, and I had AJ Griffin a spot higher, but I think Wesley could come in and impact the team right away. And I think that's what Cleveland needs.
Where do you have Malachi Branham?
I have him at 17, so right there.
I have him at 12, actually.
12?
No, I have him at 13. I have Johnny Davis at 12.
But I think he's similar to Blake Wesley as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm tripping. I have Branham at 14. I have Johnny Davis at 12, Mark Williams at 13, Malachi Branham at 14.
How many players do you have still left in your lottery?
That we haven't
picked, yeah.
1, 2.
I got 2 too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 15. We're officially out of the lottery. Number 15, back to the Charlotte Hornets. I just gave them a 4. I should have given him Tari Eason. Oh well, it's in the past. Let's give him Malachi Branham here.
I like that.
Yeah. An off-ball kind of scorer. You never know how long Terry Rozier is going to be there. You never know, how far that backcourt can take you. If he's going to be the guy that can give you 15 to 20 every year for the next 3 years. So getting somebody young, have him playing alongside LaMelo, another great young player. Not that Malachi Branham's a great young player, but it'd be cool throwing a young, talented guard right here and just see what happens.
I can see Malachi Branham and Blake Wesley lighting up the summer league, and then people are like, "Are these guys the steals of the draft?" And then come season, they're like, "Eh."
And his comparison for me was who's the guy that was on the Kings with the young one, the 3-point shooter, the Bogdanovic. Is that Bojan or Bogdan?
I think that's Bogdan. That's the one on the Hawks. I don't know the name.
That's what I'm talking about. That's my comparison for Malachi Branham, which would be a cool player to put next to LaMelo Ball. Just a guy who can kind of create a little bit for himself, give you 15 to 20 a night.
If
Atlanta.
If I'm Atlanta, I'm trying to move John Collins. So this pick for me would be.
I think there's the right pick here too. I think I know who's the pick here.
I feel like AJ Griffin could come in and just knock down shots for them. I think Atlanta does want to win though. And I think AJ Griffin is going to be more of a project, not a project, but he's going to take a little bit.
He's going to take some work to expand his game. To me, he's a 3-and-D player. NBA comparison, guy like Luke Kennard, maybe, who's been really playing well the last couple seasons. But, I think AJ Griffin could expand past that, being a 3-and-D player. That Duke team was so talented. We've got probably 4 of those guys in the first round of the NBA draft on our big board. So definitely put him in the right situation, and he has a chance to expand and really maximize his potential. But as of right now, are you locking in AJ Griffin?
No, that's not my pick. You broke him down.
For real, yeah. He's in my lottery though. He's in
my lottery too. But I do think he's a project. I think he's the thing that kind of scares me about AJ Griffin is I think at the NBA level right now he's kind of little, frame wise. I think he can only really defend point guards. I think any other position would fuck him up. I like Tari Eason here. My comparison for Tari Eason, that's my lock-in pick. I got Wiggins. I think he just comes in, plays defense, rebounds, can knock down a shot if you need him to, cut if you need him to. He'll kind of do whatever you need him to do. And I think if they trade John Collins, he could slide right in there at the 4, so they don't have to play Onyeka and Capella.
Right, and then they save a lot of money that way.
Yeah, I think I like Tari Eason there. And then defense is something Atlanta's always struggled with, and Tari Eason, you could argue is the best defender in the class.
What do you think Trey's numbers are going to look like next year?
27.
27?
I think 27 and 10. I think he'll still get 10 assists because, I mean, Trey this year, we've had different discussions about.
Which I don't know why.
But I think he needs to bulk up just so he doesn't get bullied on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the one thing. But you got 17. I think there's a right answer here. And it's
you did pick the right answer with 16.
I picked the right answer?
You did.
I think you're about to pick the right answer too, buddy.
Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets. Who did I give him? Jabari Smith?
Yeah, so you're picking a player to go right with Jabari Smith.
Kind of want to give him another guard. They just lost C. Wood, though. My next best big is Jake LaRavia on my board, who's 20th on my board.
I didn't have him on mine.
Huh?
I didn't have him on mine. I don't know too much about him, if I'm being honest.
I can see EJ Liddell here. I think it's going to go down between LaRavia, EJ Liddell, and then a guy I really like a lot, Ty Washington.
No AJ Griffin consideration?
Oh, I thought you picked him, no?
No, I picked Tari Eason.
AJ Griffin. Write it down. I thought he was gone. Yeah, I marked next to him. You got Chicago, 18th overall.
I'm going to reach here again.
It looks like they're bringing back Zach LaVine, by the way, on a 5-year deal, is what it's been looking like.
Which I like.
Me too. I like that a lot.
But here I'm reaching again. I just like this fit a lot. If I'm Chicago, I'd probably trade back for this player.
What position is he?
Center. Or 4-5. I think they missed that defensive center last year. On YouTube, when I was doing my tape research, I found a 7-minute charge compilation of this guy.
Charge?
Yes, of him just taking charges. One of the best passing bigs in the class.
I have no idea. Kessler?
Nah.
Is he from America?
Yeah. Played college at a red school.
At a what?
At a red school.
Is it EJ Liddell?
Nah. That's a good pick though.
No idea.
I got the other Jalen Williams here. From Arkansas.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Santa Clara Jalen Williams. He already went.
Yeah, I reached for both Jalen Williams. I had this Jalen Williams at 21. That's not a big reach. I like his ability a lot. I think he could come in and impact Vucevic minutes. You could put him next to Vucevic. Great passer for what they got on the team. Yeah, and I like that he'll shoot. When you play next to DeRozan and Lonzo, you're gonna need to be able to at least attempt 3-pointers, and Jalen Williams does that. So I think that's a great player to put next to these guys.
19 Minnesota Timberwolves. I could see him trading back this pick a little bit, but I'm going to lock in Dalen Terry, guard/forward from Arizona. NBA comp, not so slow motion, Kyle Anderson. Dalen Terry to Minnesota.
That's an interesting pick.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I think that they're missing a guy like that. I had Bruce Brown as his comparison.
Okay.
Just like a small ball guy who comes in, could guard bigs, rebound.
Mm-hmm. I considered someone else here, but I'm going to send them to Denver unless you send them to San Antonio. The Spurs so far have Jalen Duren at 9th overall. Who are you giving them at 20?
Fuck, that's a hard spot. Ty Washington is slipping.
That's what I'm talking about, is going at 20 unless he goes at 19. Or unless he's going at 21 unless he goes at 20.
At 19, I would have probably taken Ochai Agbaji.
Mm-hmm.
I just like that fit, but I like Dalen Terry. I didn't even think about there. 20. I don't think Ty I'd take just because I feel like the Spurs do have a lot of guards. I'm gonna take a project, and no better spot to develop a project than San Antonio. Give me Patrick Baldwin here.
Okay.
I was curious how far, where I feel like you'd either have him really high on your list or really low. Where did you have him?
Who?
Patrick Baldwin. PBJ.
35.
35?
He's not somebody I looked into a lot, so he kind of flew under my radar.
He before this year was one of the top prospects, but he played at Milwaukee under his dad.
Mm-hmm.
And that school sucked. So
that's probably why he flew under my radar.
Yeah, so he played shitty, but he's a great, he has all the tools to be a great NBA player. He's kind of like, I could see him being the Michael Porter of this class.
Okay, I don't hate that. Well, Michael Porter had big potential already. He was just hurt.
Yeah, and that's kind of what, playing at Milwaukee is equivalent to being hurt.
Well, I told you there were two guys in this class that I compared to Tyrese Maxey. One a little bit, but my real Tyrese Maxey in this draft is Ty Washington. And I'm going to send him to Denver with this pick. I think they could use a guard, an explosive guard, a guy that can score off the ball, a guy that can run a pick and roll. I like Ty Washington a lot, and I see some flashes of one of my favorite players in the NBA, Tyrese Maxey. So we'll lock him in here at 21. You got the Memphis Grizzlies, a very fun, a very young team at 22. What are they lacking?
Nothing. Who did I want to see at Memphis? There was one player. Christian Braun I want to see there. That's where Richie had him in Richie's mock.
Fun fact, not to be a dick, but his last name is actually Brown. I learned that in the March Madness, that it's spelled Braun, but he says it Brown.
I heard announcers say Brown, and I thought that was wrong. But for Ty Washington, I had his comparison as Tyus Jones. Me and my Twitch chat.
For
on that one.
For Christian Braun, what do you think his NBA comparison is? And I think there's definitely a right answer here if you've seen this guy play.
This is a great answer because I was watching the tape I watched was this guy named Ciro Asio.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you, bro. And he called him a poor man's Daniel House. And I thought that was pretty accurate.
There's somebody better for me, and I didn't even watch any of his tape. I just remember him from March Madness, and I've had the comp since watching him. And that's Grayson Allen. This man loves to talk his shit. He's a shooter. He can play ball, but he doesn't trip people. But this is one of the guys in the draft, this little skinny white kid, that is going to talk his shit. Trust.
He does talk his shit.
I'm a fan of that.
I am too.
Better be able to back it up.
I might wait a little bit, see if he falls to 29 to take him in Memphis. I think at this pick, I'm going to take EJ Liddell.
Okay, that's a good pick. That's a great pick.
I think EJ Liddell is... My comp for him is Kevon Looney.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a hustle player. He'll do what his team needs to win. And because he's undersized, he won't really feel like it playing next to Jaren Jackson, who's a 7-foot power forward.
Mm-hmm.
I like the pick. He could do what Steven Adams does off the bench. 23 Philly. This is your team.
Yeah, and I see a reach pick here, and then I see a pick that might be a little easier to get.
There's two players I like here.
Let me check out this guy's height real fast.
Who? I can tell you.
Jake LaRabia.
Well, never mind. Not on my big board, unfortunately.
Jake LaRabia's height, he's 6'9". I don't love that. This is definitely a reach. Give me Walker Kessler here.
Walker Kessler.
Yeah, it's a reach.
That is a heavy reach. Not on my big board.
If you didn't take EJ Liddell, I might have taken him here.
I'm blessed. Yeah. I would have taken Oche here.
A wing?
Just someone who can knock down shots.
The Sixers have no backup center, though. Like, no real power forward. That's why I kind of want to take LaRabia here. You know what? I'm gonna change it up. Give me Jake LaRabia.
How do I spell that?
Jake, L-A, capital R-A-V-I-A. NBA comp, Lauri Markkanen.
Okay, Jake.
Yes, they're both white.
Both white. I think Milwaukee is lit right now. Like, they feel like they got to steal the draft. I feel like their bench lacked bucket getters this year, and they get one of the best bucket getters in the class at 24. Give me Bryce McGowan's right here.
That's a great pick. He's on my. What number is he on your big board?
23. I just watched. I mean, I knew about him and I completely forgot about him, and I watched my tape on him this morning again to get a.
He's kind of giving me a. What do you think about this? A Kelly Oubre, this year Kelly Oubre.
I got Cam Thomas.
That's fair.
I like him coming off the bench and just giving buckets.
Right.
But yeah, you get the Spurs pick now. Spurs have low key, like, not talked about a lot, but 3 picks in this first round. Duran, Patrick Baldwin have gone. Who do they take at 25?
They already took a project. Kennedy Chandler. Ooh. I can't believe Agbaji is still on the board.
I can't either. Take him so we don't get canceled.
He has bust potential for me. Pause. Bro, this man is Casey Prather 2.0. Trust me. Kennedy Chandler right here. Exactly.
Kennedy Chandler?
Kennedy Chandler. Point guard from Tennessee. Emmanuel Quickly, NBA comp.
I don't like Kennedy Chandler. I think he's too little and not good enough to be that little.
We shall see. It's Greg Popovich.
That's true too. I think with DeJounte, Lonnie Walker, Vassell.
I mean, you're not going to get a starter at 25. Oh, they also have Josh Primo, right?
Primo. I'll give you a second to change your pick.
Let me think about it.
I like Agbaji.
Yeah, Agbaji. This is a perfect fit for him. This will minimize his bust potential if he's taken by the San Antonio Spurs. I'm not a fan of his, though, to be honest. Hate to hate on the guy, but...
I think you said he has bust potential. Or were you talking about him or Chandler when you said they have bust potential?
Agbaji.
I just think his ability to knock down open shots, and that's it. Will make.
You gonna get open shots in the NBA though?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
when you got DeJounte on your team,
he needs to get to work,
and you got PBJ, Duran. I like this pick a lot right here. You ready for this great pick? This might be my best pick yet.
Who is it? What team is this?
Houston at 26.
Okay.
So they got Jabari to play big. AJ Griffin on the wing. I don't like Kevin Porter Jr. as a starting point guard, so I'm gonna take a point guard here. There's another name I like. I hope you take him with the next pick, or else the Warriors are gonna be a super team again.
I already know who I'm taking next.
Give me Jaden Hardy at 26.
Okay, I like that.
I think he could start on that team over Kevin Porter. And he has that Rocket swag, you know.
Where was EJ Little sent to?
Who? EJ Liddell?
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah, okay. I wanted to put him in Miami here, but he would have kind of had to fall. Okay, I'm going between two players here.
I actually can't believe this guy's still on the board.
All right, these are the... Ooh. All right, I got 4 players I like here. I like Beauchamp, Minot, Kendall Brown, and Nikola Jovic. But I'm not taking Jovic here, so it's between the first 3 guys.
Who's the highest left on your board?
Left on my board? The guy from New Zealand.
Jovic?
No, James.
Yeah. I like him a lot. That's highest on my board too. If Miami can give him a Miami body,
yeah, put him here.
His tape is dope, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Fan of him. I got 2 picks left. You got 1 pick left. Usman Jang's off the board. I was gonna take him in Golden State. 28. Jovic, low key. Unless you take him, I think he's gonna fall out the first round.
I don't hate that.
I don't either. I don't like him. Yeah, I was watching his tape, and the guy said he has no left, and then I kept watching, and I was like, "Fuck, this guy really has no left. Like, how are you gonna play in the NBA and have no left?"
Yeah.
I feel like the Warriors, Koloko could go here. I like Minot here as well. But I'm gonna take Wendell Moore at 28 for the Warriors.
That's fair.
I'm drafting my ass off right now.
29, Memphis Grizzlies, a player you just mentioned. From Memphis to Memphis, Josh Minot.
I like it. Fuck, dude, I was going to take him to Denver.
Especially if they're about to lose Kyle Anderson, so we'll see.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick. But you think they draft EJ Liddell and Josh Minot in the same draft?
I didn't pick EJ Liddell. That was all you.
I'm just saying. Liddell's on the roster.
I would either give them Minot or Trevor Keels.
I like Minot though. I think, and I didn't even think of that Memphis to Memphis thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, dude, do I do it? Do I?
What is it? Jovic or what?
I know I said Jovic might miss the second round, or might be in the second round. But do I put Jovic with Jokic?
Yeah. I feel like you kind of have to at this point.
There's Marjon Beauchamp, who I like. Kendall Brown. But, fuck, yeah. Give me Jovic here. Someone in my chat said Jovic could be the best player in this class. I was like, yeah, bro, you hate black people.
Yeah, you must have just got done watching Hustle if you think that. That man said that fresh off of watching Hustle.
We start with the white player, we end with the white player, baby.
Exactly. Like a really thick reverse Oreo.
On YouTube, you see the graphic. You want me to go through the picks?
Yeah, just cut it down 1 through 30 real fast.
All right, and then after, tell me what pick you liked from me the most. I'll tell you what pick I liked from you the most. Number 1, Chet. 2, Paulo. 3, Jabari Smith. 4 Jaden Ivey, 5 Benedict Mathurin, 6 Shaden Sharp, 7 Keegan Murray, 8 Jalen Williams from Santa Clara, 9 Jalen Duren, 10 Johnny Davis, 11 Dyson Daniels, 12 Mark Williams, 13 Jeremy Sohan, 14 Blake Wesley, 15 Malachi Brenham, 16 Tari Eason, 17 AJ Griffin, 18 Jalen Williams from Arkansas, 19 Dalen Terry, 20 Patrick Baldwin, 21 Ty Ty, 22 EJ Liddell, 23 Jake Laravia, 24 Bryce McGowan, 25 Oche, 26 Jaden Hardy, 27 Usman Jang, 28 Wendell Moore, 29 we got Josh Minot, and 30 Jovic.
Okay. A guy who kind of fell down my big board a lot was Tari Eason. Since actually last night, I liked him a lot until last night. But I like him going at 16. I think that's a good fit. I think I probably took a player that he's better than earlier than that. But him at 16 and then EJ Liddell at 22 were 2 picks I really like from you. What about you? Praise me.
Praise you. I think you snapped 15 through 19 with Malachi Brenham, AJ Griffin, Dalen Terry. Those 3 back-to-back picks I really like. I like Terry on the Wolves. I feel like to me, I had Terry at 32, but I would definitely consider him at that pick because I think that's something Minnesota missed. Who's the best player, or who are some of your guys that we didn't draft that are still on your big board, and like what spots are they at?
A couple guys I have towards the end. Ishmael Kamagate, a center from Paris. Andrew Nevinhart, I have him at 36, 37. And I mean, he's a great all-around player, but there's a reason he's a senior and he's just now entering the NBA draft. I watched him his entire freshman season at the University of Florida, and he's just not a great scorer. And I know basketball is, all about, it's not just all about scoring, but that's kind of what the NBA is about. So this guy he's great offensively. He can pass, he can rebound, he can run plays through him. But if a defense starts taking that into consideration, backing off of him, letting him try to score, taking away his playmaking, that's where it might become a problem. That's my worry with him. Trevor Keels is a guy I liked a lot, a shooting guard from Duke. Did Walker Kessler get taken?
You didn't. You took him and then took it back. And
okay.
took Jake Laravia, I think. Or
he's my prime Al Horford. Kendall Brown from Baylor kind of reminds me of Josh Jackson. He's very raw and athletic. I think he could be a project for a team early second round. Marjon Beauchamp, did he get drafted?
No, I almost took him.
And I think that's it. Everyone else on my big board was taken.
So who is the highest?
Beauchamp.
Beauchamp, what spot?
28.
Oh, okay. I had Jovic at 26, Koloko at 27, Beauchamp at 29, Kendall Brown at 30. Leonard Miller is someone I did a lot of research on yesterday. I saw him on Bleacher Report's list. He was 6'4" last year. A 6'4" guard. He's 6'10" now. And the youngest player in the draft. I just think playing.
I could definitely see him going into the first round.
For sure. I could see him jumping. I think Bleacher Report had him at like 17.
Wow.
I just think he played at Fort Erie in Canada, or he played a lot against Canadian competition and Fort Erie, and it looked like the weakest competition that I've seen any of these prospects play against. So I don't really know how to judge him too much. But I mean, a 6-inch growth spurt and guard skills at 6'10". A great player. Caleb Houston didn't make the cut. Christian Braun and then Gene Montero also didn't make it for me.
This one was good. That was fun. That was a good first round.
Good basketball talk.
Let's see how close we are tomorrow. We're gonna drop that mock on Twitter today and tomorrow. You're gonna see it both. So definitely follow us on Twitter at Beerly Hoops for all NBA draft content, all NBA offseason content. We'll be here all offseason long. We'll be interactive. We'll be fun. You're home for the NBA offseason. Barely Hoops. Should I forgot what we were called for a second? Let's do some rapid fire. Let's talk about NBA players.
Got it.
Ready? 5 seconds. Spit it out quick. Who's currently better, KPJ or Cole?
Cole.
Excellent answer. Rank these guards 1 to 4. We got Markel, Emmanuel Quickly, Lonnie Walker, Malik Beasley.
That's so tough. Markel, Lonnie, Lonnie Beasley Quickly.
Okay, fair. Who's the best 3-point shooter here? Reggie Miller, Kyle Korver, Larry Bird, JJ Redick.
Bird. Winning a 3-point contest in your fucking sweats is crazy.
Exactly. Where will Kyrie play next season?
Brooklyn.
You got to cut one. Tim Duncan, Kobe, Steph Curry.
Duncan.
Wild. Who would you rather have for the next 5 years? Anthony Simon, Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese. But fuck the rest of the rapid fire. Tim Duncan or
is the best player there. I'm cutting Curry, bro.
Why?
What do you mean why? Tim was the system, bro. Tim is the best power forward of all time.
No.
I mean, Curry's the best point guard of all time.
Tim played on the best team for 20 years.
And KD, 20. No.
Bro,
Curry and KD, man. Come on.
They were stacked for 20 years.
I'm hearing a lot of recency bias. Timmy.
I love Timmy.
Like I said last week, give Curry 2 to 3 more years. He might jump over these guys, but right now, Timmy is the best player there.
The best player there?
Yes.
You're taking Tim over Kobe?
Correct.
You're crazy.
Every time.
That's crazy to me. Tim over Kobe is the most old head shit you could do.
Hey, what can I say? I'm wise. I'm experienced.
Oh.
Respect your elders, man. Come on, man. Did you take Simons or Halliburton for the next 5 years?
Halliburton, man. I'm retired from Barely Sports.
All right, let me give you one more good one. Who is the worst franchise in the NBA when it comes to developing young talent?
The Lakers.
All right, man. Let's get it. Let's get out of here. Let's plug up real fast. Follow us on Twitter at Beerly Hoops. Follow us on Twitter at Beerly Sports. Let's get that music start playing right here. That's all I got. We'll be back next week. It's the year of the beer.
It's pouring outside.
It is sunny and beautiful right here.
It was so sunny this morning, and bro, it looks like Florida outside of my house. I'll send you a Snapchat later. But shout out y'all, man. Thank you, man. Wow TV. You guys see the graph if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, go give us a little comment on YouTube. Leave us a review if you're on YouTube and not on the podcast. You already know, man. If you like the podcast, leave us a review. If you like this episode of the podcast, drop a comment on YouTube, man. Simple.
Until next week.
Bow.